him and like James Harden getting called out in film room about some shots that he took, and nobody's saying nothing to Kyrie. And it's like, hold on, dog. I don't want to be a part of this. KD, look, I love you, bro, but I got to do what's best for me. And KD knows that. That's why KD came out and said James don't have to explain nothing on what decisions. But I will say this: somebody has to get control of that situation down there.
Big bro, I feel like KD in between the rock and the hard place.
He really is. Right? He really is.
Like his friendship or whatever the relationship with Kyrie.
Spring training, but we've got no baseball as the lockout remains. The league and players met Saturday, and another bargaining session is not currently scheduled, so we are officially delayed.
Well, for the first time since Thursday's blockbuster trade between the Sixers and Nets, James Harden and Ben Simmons speaking out today. We have a reporter standing by. Nick Friedel is with the Nets. Tim Bontemps with the Sixers. Simmons, by the way, addressing the media first. First time he had spoken about what happened in Philly and how it all fell apart. His mental health situation since it made headlines back in October.
For what?
It was just piled up a bunch of things that had gone over the years to where I just knew I wasn't myself and I needed to get back into that place of, being myself and being happy as a person, and taking care of my well-being. And that was a major thing for me. It wasn't about the basketball, it wasn't about the money.
You really want to do this now?
Just stand up. What Josh Harris they called me.
Bend over the table.
Come
on, bro. I'm going to suck this shit out, dude.
They were happy in a different situation.
Fuck.
And, get back on the floor eventually.
Really want to do that shit now?
Overall, I think.
What's up, J-Maz?
Well,
Did you speak with Joel?
No, I didn't.
NBA reporter Nick Friedel was at that press conference.
Is that what they do when they check your prostate? They put a vacuum up your butt?
We haven't seen Simmons play since last June. How is he approaching this new chance, this new opportunity in Brooklyn?
Kevin, he feels great because he feels like he's finally turned a new page in his basketball career.
What's going on, J-Maz? How you doing?
What be like to play with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving? And he looks at me and he goes, "It's going to be scary." And I know
COVID infection
before in Brooklyn, and I know the Nets fans are sitting there going, "Oh, here we go again." But the reality for the Nets, as Steve Nash has said,
saw that dust in here probably, man.
Is that Ben Simmons' strength cover up a lot of what this team's weaknesses are right now. He can get out defensively. He can push the pace on the offensive end. They don't want him focusing on the things he can't do because they feel like KD and Kyrie and Seth Curry, they can shoot it the way that Simmons can't. They want Ben Simmons to be the best player.
Ouch. I was hoping you would say,
very confident in the fact
give me some good news on that, J-Maz. That kind of sucks.
Wants to prove to all the people in Philadelphia and Joel Embiid that he is much better.
Sorry to hear
than
that.
the player who was last on the floor about a year ago.
Now we will see how this all plays out again. Circle March 10th. That is when the Nets are in Philadelphia. Nick Friedel with the Nets.
Patrick, tell me about it.
Exactly, because Kevin also addressed.
I hope you didn't put like any money down towards that.
On his third team in 14 months, which is a bit of a unique position, right, for a player of his ilk to be in. But Harden addressed claims of wanderlust, if you will, and whether the Sixers can contend right away.
How are you, Hatcher?
Originally, when I was going through everything,
Spectre's always nice.
In Houston.
But like you say, it can be
so detailed. I don't really want to get into the Brooklyn.
A double-edged sword of sorts.
I just knew for a very long time this was a perfect fit, and obviously you got a big man, best big man in the league, in Joel, and then obviously the coaching, just from top to bottom, it made sense, and I'm just happy and blessed that I'm here. As Doc and everybody knows and everybody wants.
Oh, you had inside information or something, Hatcher?
Our NBA reporter Tim Bontemps is actually part of that Harden press conference and joins us now ahead of the Celtics and the Sixers. Tim, what else did you learn from Harden on why he wanted to be in Philly?
Well, Al, as Harden said a couple of times during that press conference today, he said it made sense for him to be here, and he talked a lot about the familiarity he has with so many of the people involved in this situation.
Waiting on the wall. What's going on with that? Yeah, you guys know I don't watch the news.
All those years
but what's that all about?
The president of the Sixers franchise, Tad Brown, was in that same role with the Rockets throughout that run. And James Harden also called Doc Rivers after Mike D'Antoni left the team to try to get him to come coach the Rockets before he ultimately chose to come here to Philadelphia after the bubble. So if you look at this situation from top to bottom, James Harden said he wanted to come to a place where he thought everybody would do whatever it took to win. And you look at what happened over the last couple of months and the way things played out in Brooklyn, I think he now feels like he's in a situation where he's going to have the ball in his hands. He's with a superstar, Joel Embiid, who's going to be on the court, and he's got a group of people around him that he trusts to get into the place he's never been able to get to, which is to win a championship.
Yeah, listen, they've been.
Why though? Like, what's the?
It starts to feel like at some point.
What's the reasoning?
Harden, which is something he admitted at
like just cause? Because it's a Tuesday.
Until after the All-Star game, he says that's when they're going to hit championship mode. More on Harden. Thank you, Tim Bontemps. And the Sixers ahead on SportsCenter, breaking down how Harden's addition was going to affect the rest of Philly's offense and Kevin Joel Embiid's MVP level of play.
The good old day.
Kyler Murray scrubbed his Instagram account.
Did you hear about the Champions League today?
What happened?
Crazy, bro.
Wilson reporting over the weekend that
so
sources within the organization.
Mbappe is like rumored to be wanting to leave PSG to go to Real Madrid.
Heard about that?
Well, it just so happens that they're playing each other in round of 16 for Champions League, so it's it's a home and home, right? There's no more away goal bullshit, by the way. So it's the total aggregate score.
Oh, okay.
So if you lose 1-0 and you win 2-1, it's not about the away goals anymore. It goes to the overtime or penalty kicks, whatever.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so today was the first leg, and it was at PSG. PSG literally obliterated Real Madrid in every aspect of the game, but did not put the ball in the fucking net. Like, but I'm talking, they had possession for 65% of the game, so Real Madrid would stop them somehow, either Courtois or defense, whatever it is. They'd clear the ball, PSG would get the ball back and just set up again. It was like the whole game.
They were 0-0?
So 0-0 the whole game, right? Messi, Mbappe gets a penalty, and Messi takes the kick. Courtois saves it.
Why did Messi take the kick?
Because Messi's the guy.
But that's Mbappe, though. He's no scrub.
But Mbappe lost the Euros because he didn't make the penalty kick. Everyone on his team made it except for him.
Oh, really?
He lost the Euros.
I didn't remember that.
So, anyways, so Neymar has been injured. He hasn't played yet. He comes in like the 78th minute or something like that. So now you got Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, and it's again they're just like doing it over and over and over again. Can't put the ball in the net. 90th minute comes, they add 4 minutes of stoppage time. 93 minutes and I don't know how many seconds, but like they're about to blow the whistle. Mbappe splits two defenders. Megs Courtois, who's like sliding, goes right through his legs to win the game. 1-0.
Nice.
The game ended 10 seconds later.
Wow, that's a sick finish.
Yeah, so now they're going to go to play the second leg in Real Madrid. But at least they go up there.
They're up 1-0.
Up 1-0.
That's huge.
This game could have been like 5-0. Like they totally, like Real Madrid didn't look like they were like.
They're on defense the whole time.
Yeah, the whole game. The whole game.
What's Liverpool doing? That's my team now because of Diaz.
Well, he's still. By the way, Jurgen Klopp said that he's never had a player or seen a player ever like Ruben Diaz.
Luis Diaz,
whatever.
Yeah,
maybe I'm talking about Diaz.
They say a lot of crap. Well, Luis Diaz is the new guy they picked up, who's supposed to be amazing, like the Klopp's like prototypical type of player.
Oh, is he a winger?
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's what you're talking about. This is the guy that's going to take over Mane or Salah.
Is Mane leaving or something? Or maybe he might because of Salah?
I don't know. But Liverpool's still in it.
Who do they play?
I'm not sure, but the big game, every great team that's left the Champions League is playing like
Another great
not
team.
like a no-name team because
Oh,
this is the second round, so this is after the group stages.
I saw Man City destroyed Sporting.
Dude, they're crazy. They're out of control.
I think that's the top team in the league, right? Points wise,
Top
or
team
the
in world
Premier,
right
I
now.
think.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that, and then but at least if the PSG would have left today's game after manhandling them like that, and left with like no lead, 0-0, having to go into Real Madrid and actually beat them on the road
At home, or their house.
just to advance.
That would have
At
been
least
sick.
now it's like,
Yeah, they got a little breathing room.
well,
Who does Re-
just tie the game.
Who does Real have? Like, do they have any good players right now?
Real Madrid will always have good players.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
No, they have great players.
So why were they playing so crappy?
Dude,
One of the
PSG
days.
just took it to 'em, I don't know.
The PSG
Dude,
stacked
dude,
though.
Dude, they have first off they have Benzema, who's
Yeah, but he's older.
he's been the best soccer of his whole entire life in the last 2 years
Really?
since Ronaldo left. Yeah,
Ronaldo hasn't scored in like 6 games. I heard.
he scored today.
Really?
Yeah.
Finally.
Champion in a regular English EPL game. And then wait, so what you asked me? And dude, Vinicius.
I don't know who that is. I'm pretty casual with the.
I understand South America, Brazil,
Oh, he's Brazilian?
Vinicius Jr. Come on, bro.
I'm a casual soccer fan, dude.
You probably saw him like
I may have seen
dismantle
him.
Colombia a few times.
Probably.
He's the fastest guy in Brazil.
What position does he play?
Left
Forward?
wing.
Oh, left wing. Doesn't ring. I probably do know who you're talking about, but yeah, fuck
It's hard
Colombia.
to stop spending money on it.
Is it like his rookie stuff?
His rookie, he's in like 2018, like Donruss with Optic. He had like a 18 treble card. He's got rookies.
What about for the new World Cup stuff coming out? Are there any rookies in that,
Oh, I don't know.
or like big players?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
I guess we'll find out once, you know.
Yeah, qualifying's almost done.
But there's this thing in soccer where it's like it's not only the person's rookie card, now it's like the first World Cup card.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
So,
Gotcha.
Thank you. Did you give you any problems? They put the plastic thing in, they tucked it in and everything?
Hatcher, you ended up losing the bet for the Bengals. Dude, that was a tough game. I really thought Bengals were going to pull that out. But Cooper Kupp made Eli Apple look silly on that touchdown.
Bro,
And Eli Apple was talking shit, too.
I can make Eli Apple look silly. That guy
That guy's garbage.
is the hottest garbage in the NFL.
And then my thing is, why would you put him on fucking Cooper Kupp, of all people?
Dude, if you watch the Rams play and you watch what Cooper Kupp does, so Cooper Kupp is
He's
actually not just
everywhere.
an amazing receiver.
He's
He's
everywhere.
actually a really good blocker, too.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're the outside defender, and he, like, flinches in like he's going to go block, like, let a linebacker handle that. You can't go in with that. You got to make sure that he doesn't torch you 7 yards deep in the end zone on a 15-yard pass, and you're, like, halfway in between the quarterback and the receiver.
Yeah, he didn't even bother looking back either.
Yeah.
He was turned around.
Well, what happened is that Kupp faked in,
Yeah, he turned them around.
and then, like, dude.
But Jesse Bates should have been on that. He's
Bottom
the
line
best
is that
defender.
Eli Apple is not stopping any run or anything else. Like, you only need to worry about Cooper Kupp catching a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he was doing.
They stopped running the ball, too. That pissed me off. Joe Mixon was having a really good game. And they just stopped running the ball for no reason. Yeah, Odell tore his ACL, but on his other knee, I think. Or it might have been, I don't know if it was the same knee or not. Heard a ton of people cancel their Burrow eBay sales. Understandably so. Yeah, Super Bowl was a bit. That That first half was a little slow for me. The fourth quarter was exciting, as it usually is. But yeah, I was hoping for a higher scoring kind of game, but it was a defensive matchup. I mean, credit where it's due, man. If it wasn't for that O-line of the Bengals, I think Joe Burrow broke a record for them being the most sacked quarterback in Super Bowl history. If they had a decent O-line, they probably would have won that game. Aaron Donald was shut down until like the fourth quarter, and they really they stopped running the ball, and that came back to bite them in the ass. So, J-Best, you think USA is going to get involved in that situation out there? Dude, Joe Mixon had a great game. I think he rushed for a touchdown and he threw for one too. Well, I know he threw for one.
This is a team that's won 13 games in the last 3 years.
But they stopped running the ball in the second half. Like, they didn't run it as much. I definitely 100% agree he should have had more carries. Especially when they were up, they just stopped running the ball. That shit pissed me off.
That was a joke. I know he doesn't want to come back. And I know Kevin Nagande would absolutely lose all of his dreams if he did. But they have a decision to make. You have an opportunity where you have enough to make a move, and a quarterback that you may not be sure about, the decision they make will be huge for the future. And my team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, for the last 2 decades, they've always known that number 7 will be the guy walking out under center. That changes this year. Do they draft
oh boy.
Do they love a dude like Malik Willis? Is the quarterback in the building already in Mason Rudolph or
Slippery Pete?
So many decisions.
Yes, it is. So what are we going to do on Sundays now?
The Steelers do not rebuild. So in making this pick, you're making a decision. Are we rebuilding or are we retooling to make another run?
And maybe you do make a run at one of these.
Yeah, baseball still in a lockout.
I would like it. It would be better than Mason Rudolph.
Ryan Clark joining us here as we are 22
I'm not buying.
away from the start of the year. Did you take a Marcus Mariota?
No.
Okay.
Well, Matthew Stafford finally a champion.
No question at quarterback.
Anybody selling his cards?
Matthew Stafford is coming off a 15-play game-winning drive in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl that ended that touchdown pass to MVP Cooper Kupp. But is Stafford a surefire Hall of Famer after the win on Sunday night? Richard Sherman had some thoughts on Stafford's resume on Twitter, saying, quote, I'm going to talk about it on the podcast, but the HOF Hall of Fame bar is incredibly low now, like the participation trophy. No all-decade team, no all-pro, no MVP, one Pro Bowl, not even MVP of the Super Bowl, never considered the best in any year he played. At least Matt Ryan has an MVP. Wow. Tony and Mike, much more tonight. Yeah,
I kind of see what you're getting at, Slippery Pete. Gives you time to do something else, I reckon.
Are you with Sherman? Of course. There's only one side to beat on. And this is likely.
I mean, that Rams team is stacked. Yeah, honestly, there was that one touchdown that the Bengals threw where it was an obvious foul on Jalen Ramsey, but they didn't call it.
So here's the thing: one Pro Bowl. There ought to be a rule. If you only got one Pro Bowl, you can't even. Your name doesn't even come up for discussion. I used to sit in that room. And by the way,
at least we got NASCAR.
Didn't even deserve this. But Richard Sherman is right. There's no credential.
Is Stafford a Hall of Famer now that he won the Super Bowl?
Detroit. You're going to ignore 11 years of nothing.
I would say no.
In Los Angeles, and that qualifies you for the Hall of Fame. That's serious. I can't take that seriously. So I don't want to bang Matthew Stafford at all. No, I sat here on this show
over a year ago, and I said when that trade was made, he's going to be the MVP and they're going to go to the Super Bowl. So I like Matthew Stafford. And you and I disagree on this one thing. I think he was.
Well, JMS, there's Series 1 coming up tomorrow, and there's Donruss Elite Basketball on Friday.
In terms of the Hall of Fame, he had the most interceptions this year in the NFL. He was tied at the top.
So that's the situation.
He threw 2 picks in the Super Bowl.
I'm doing box wars and personals with Series 1.
Do I want him on my team? Yes. But there's a
And
want him on my team.
I didn't do anything the last 2 days, to be honest with you. So I do know that the checklist is out for Donruss Elite Basketball. So I got to work on that, and I'll have that up probably by tomorrow once I figure out how much I'm getting of that stuff, because I still don't know. Oh, really? That's tonight, James?
No, he's not a
and he may have, and I hope he does, a string of terrific years, and maybe an MVP year too, and he can get there.
Interesting.
I trade every Bears.
Well, we got that Bowman Mega down to 16. Let's get that cracking.
Richard Sherman is on the money. That's it. It's done. Back to you.
Mike Tucker, thank you so much. Coming up, Super Bowl champ Andrew Whitworth joining us live to discuss the Rams championship run.
I hope you are correct, Slippery Pete. I mean, I know a good portion of baseball fans that are looking forward to that. You know, there's the Wander Franco chase as well.
The calendar season will be affected by the addition of one of the best NBA shooters.
My name is Lolly, and I'm a franchisee with Domino's. I started working part-time at 17 and worked my way up to owning and operating 2 stores by 27. 95% of our franchisees started out as delivery drivers or store employees, and you could too. Apply to your local Domino's today.
Super handling, all-wheel drive.
It's all Wander. Well, hopefully we have a baseball season, and I'm sure somebody will come out of nowhere, and you know there'll be another chase.
This is work. That takes work. But this is work. And that's actually worth more than you think. Don't open that. Wealth is important, and we can help you build it. But it's what you do with it that makes life worth.
Well, Slippery Pete, thank you for the positive reinforcement, man.
College is about starting over, right? And she loves you, man. So if I'm not good enough, basically we're scared every one day.
May the best German win.
All American Homecoming. New series this Monday at 9, 8 Central. Free next day on the CW app.
All right, so cordless headphones. You go move this through your phone, and then y'all got electric cars. Yeah, the future is crunk.
Fair enough. I don't blame you. I'm not a big baseball fan anyway, so.
I can't tell you everything. If you want to make history.
But if there's only one guy to chase, that that's kind of tough. All right, so who was everyone's favorite Super Bowl commercial?
New Spicy Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Hurts so good with this spicy marinara sauce and sliced red chilies. It's like a roundhouse kick to the taste bud. Going out Pizza Hut.
Someone once told me that the strength to stand alone is the strength to make a stand, to serve a purpose greater than myself. I carry those words with me into the Forbidden West.
Rated PG. 16 speakers.
272 horsepower.
Well, there's still basketball. The All-Star game is this weekend, I think. Shit.
Friday on ESPN Plus.
The baby E-Trade came back. That's right. I like the Doritos commercial. That one was a good one. The Flavor Town commercial was pretty good too. Yeah, I thought the same thing about the LeBron commercial. CGI has come a long way, but still not there yet. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, maybe in another 10 years. Did you guys see that one crypto commercial where they had it was like a box that was just moving around on a black screen? Apparently it was for like a crypto website, and they just
Coinbase.
Yeah, and did you? I was thinking because there was like 3 of us, my friends were watching, and there was one of us that did it. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, in a group of 10 people, maybe 3 would actually click on it.
Oh. They
that website was, they shut that shit down. Like it was like it exploded.
Yeah,
because of that one.
Their server room exploded.
Yeah,
like an atomic
and it was like a 1-minute commercial or something too.
And then they went to the black screen after, like the.
Yeah, I had that little. I thought I was tripping for a second. I was fucked up. I was drunk.
That was awesome.
So it reminded me of those old school DVD screensavers, where you. Dude, 30% is beyond amazing. That's the same. That's what I was thinking to myself. I was like, man, I wonder how many people are actually taking like the picture of the QR code or whatever to check out the website. And like I said, I just used the numbers that, like, I was at a friend's house and 3 of us were watching. One of us actually, bothered to like look it up. So just me thinking in a group of 10 people. Maybe 3 are checking. 30% is awesome. But yeah, exactly. It's probably more like 2 out of 10, probably, which is still great. I mean, and think about how many millions of people are watching the Super Bowl commercials. So yeah, the Dorito commercial was really good. I like the E-Trade Baby coming back commercial was kind of nice. The Mayor of Flavor Town was pretty good. The bowling alley commercial wasn't too bad either. They had a bunch of athletes on that. That was pretty cool. They had my boy Jimmy Butler out there. That was kind of cool. The Top Gun commercial was pretty awesome. Where they got my boy Maverick as a flight instructor now. And I was actually, I went on YouTube the other day to like look up more about that movie. And apparently they have like this brand new IMAX cameras that they developed. And they have like 6 different cameras inside those fighter jets or whatever, and some of the footage they got was ridiculous. That movie might be good. I don't know. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I stayed awake the entire game. I will say I was a little disappointed during the halftime show. No Tupac hologram. That really disappointed me. But I'm not surprised. I was a little underwhelmed, though. Kendrick Lamar had the best performance out of anybody by far. But, J Mess sent me a message and he was like, that halftime show sucked. So I'm sure there's a good portion of America that did not enjoy that halftime show. I don't know. Maybe we got to, get Hootie and the Blowfish for the next one. You know, and maybe then you guys will be entertained during the halftime show. Yeah, I was well, yeah, I got pretty messed up on Super Bowl Sunday. Now, but I stopped drinking after the game was over, and then I started smoking. And then around midnight, it was time to go because I was falling asleep and shit, and I had to take a friend of mine to her house. So I was trying to figure out if they were lip syncing or not. I want to say they weren't lip syncing, or maybe it was really good lip syncing. I mean, these are professionals; they get paid the big bucks. Yeah, they usually put the performance up on YouTube every year. I still think Lady Gaga's performance was better. And I'm not even a Lady Gaga fan, but she made like a spectacle out of that halftime show. And not to mention, she jumped off the roof. That was awesome. But yeah, they didn't play a single Tupac song. Nobody even came out there to like rap his verse. Like, man, that's bullshit. But whatever. You feel me? Play the jams. Where's the gin and juice? Play some of that America's Most Wanted. I want to hear that gangsta shit. I don't want to listen. First of all, it was supposed to be a West Coast thing. Why the hell was 50 Cent there? Looking fat as hell. They did my boy dirty when he was upside. Like, why are you doing that? Like, why did he sign off on that? That was not a good look for 50. The memes that have come out of that have been hilarious, though. Yeah, dude, the Rock with the pre-hype spectacle. Like, what the hell is this? I was telling my boy, I was like, bro, am I watching football or is this WrestleMania? What the fuck am I watching right now? That was kind of unnecessary. If they really wanted to do it right, they should have had Michael Buffer on there. Let's get ready to rumble. But you know, I think this year's Super Bowl they were trying to cater to a younger audience, possibly. You know, with the halftime show and The Rock doing that stupid pre-hype thing that he did. That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary. And I love The Rock. But no. Please don't do that. I mean, you know, shout outs to the Rams. You know, they prove that you can buy a championship if you have, if you have enough money. I wonder how the Bengals are going to do next year. Well, you know what I mean by that, Slippery. I'm about the same age as you, so you know. Who do you think they were targeting when they had fucking, when they have all those old guys playing rock music and shit? I don't give a fuck about that. I forgot they had a halftime show not too long ago where they had some rock dudes or something. Fuck that. Matter of fact, let me see if I can look that up. List of Super Bowl halftime shows. So the weekend was last year. That was whatever. Shakira Jennifer Lopez. I did not watch that one. That was garbage. No thank you. Pass on that. Maroon 5 the year before that. Yeah, no thank you. Pass on that. Justin Timberlake the year before that. Yeah, no thank you. Pass on that. Lady Gaga in 2017. That was a good show. That was a good one. Coldplay. That Coldplay one wasn't too bad, I'll admit. Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Mark Ronson. That was pretty good. Katy Perry, garbage. Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, garbage. Beyonce, garbage. Madonna, garbage. Black Eyed Peas, garbage. The Who, garbage. That was the 2010s. And then fucking Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band in February of 2009. Get the fuck out of here. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, get the fuck out of here. The Prince one was good. Rolling Stones the year before that, fuck out of here. Paul McCartney the year before that, fuck out of here. And then before that, the year before that, was the infamous Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson situation. So after that, that's why they had to hit us with all that bullshit. Paul McCartney, Rolling Stones, Tom Petty, Bruce, fuck out of here. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Does not get me hype for playing football. Fuck out of here. So what happened before Janet Jackson, Timberlake? Shania Twain and No Doubt. Are you kidding me? U2 the year before that in 2002. And they had that little tribute for September 11th. I'll give you a pass that year. The year before that, Aerosmith and NSYNC. Ugh. The year before that, Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, Toni Braxton. What? What are we doing? Yeah, and I'm not even going to bother going back further than that. So yeah, those halftime shows, for the most part, suck. Unpopular opinion, but I'm just putting that out there. And I was very disappointed with this year's iteration. I thought, looking at it, like, man, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, there's no way they could fuck this one up. And they found a way. So anyways, let's fill this Chrome Mega number 1, folks. 6 teams left on that. I shouldn't even have to run a filler for that. Just pick up your teams and let's go. Yeah, I'll put a filler down right now. Boom. 6-spot filler, $25 a spot, and we kill that Chrome Mega number 1. Let's go.
And my car is dented.
Geico does offer 24/7 claim service.
24/7? That's a lot of attention.
They're not actually with you 24/7. They're just available whenever you need them.
Okay, because I'm an introvert. It's incredibly rare.
I don't think that's right.
Geico. He knows. He knows Chipotle's chicken is responsibly raised without antibiotics. And that Carlos here grills it fresh all day long. But you don't need to know all that to know that real food just tastes better. Chipotle. For real.
That's for you.
These are open.
They came like this? I don't know. They're all open. This one's open too. Privacy is important to you?
Yeah, privacy is really important to me.
It is to everybody.
Private is everything.
Who's been reading our mail? I don't know who's been reading. I just deliver.
This is my family here.
Picture of me and my wife.
This is all my information on it.
I know. I saw him.
Do you want to pay a bill since you went through them?
And it's NBA on ESPN time. Let go. I make a block where the leg go. Hey, then it's case go. Looking at the grave when they say so.
Tomorrow on ESPN.
My friends and I are showcasing 6 promising entrepreneurs and taking them to the next level.
This will change people's lives.
The game plan with Tequila Meal presented by Windows 11 begins February 17th at 7 on TNT.
Just think about choices. Do they even matter anymore? Depends on who's making the choice.
It is my honor to introduce the Governor of the Commonwealth, Ms. Pamela Milton.
So many didn't make it. Also, we could survive. And we will.
The blockbuster is done. James Harden is headed to the Philadelphia 76ers, and Ben Simmons is going to be in net.
The Phillies should be the favorite to win these. They have the best duo in the game of basketball.
You gave them Ben Simmons with KD and Kyrie. They are better.
This Eastern Conference is a monster now. That road to the championship just got a lot harder.
Ooh, that was like a little bop. Let me say the words now. The waiting game to see James Harden or Ben Simmons will continue till after the All-Star break, but both players spoke for the first time since last week's blockbuster trade, sending Simmons to Brooklyn and Harden to Philly. Here's how both players feel about their new situation, starting with the beard.
14 months ago, I didn't see myself in 3 different teams, but we are here today, and I'm happy. Last year has been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of stress, but whatever, that's in the past. I'm excited. I'm healthy, and it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
I think it's going to be scary. Having those guys running alongside me, there's multiple different weapons on the floor, and I think at the pace we want to play at, it's going to be unreal.
I think it's going to be scary. Tim Legler with us now on Sports. Tim, so Simmons feeling confident about this team with the Nets. What's the key for him to get back on track and get this team back on track here at the rest of the regular season, getting ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, well, Kevin, with all the noise surrounding Ben Simmons and what we saw last summer against Atlanta and everything has transpired since, I think sometimes people forget the value that he does bring. And this is a guy now that's going to come into a system. He's going to create pace. And that's not something that Brooklyn typically plays with. Even when James Harden was on the floor, he's not a guy that's looking to push it up and try to get easy shots in transition against backpedaling defenders. That's what Ben Simmons does. This is one of the fastest guys in the league end to end. He can take it off the glass and go. He makes guys want to run harder. He's going to find you at the three-point line or at the rim in transition as a playmaker. The other thing I think is a big benefit, we know he's a great defensive player, but what does that exactly mean for this team? It means he can take on whatever the hottest scorer is in a given moment. And that's going to take pressure off KD. It's going to take pressure off of Kyrie to have to guard those elite perimeter scorers and help keep them out of foul trouble. So he has a lot of value. The big question is going to be, does he have his confidence back offensively? Because that is still something that's an issue for him, and it's something that the Brooklyn Nets are going to find out at some point, probably pretty soon after he takes the court. He's wired a little bit differently in terms of his aggressiveness as a scorer. That's something they've got to work around. But make no mistake, he does make guys better around him.
Excellent point. We will see how that plays out now. Simmons and Harden, they're not expected to make their debut until the break, but Doc Rivers, Sixers head coach, was asked earlier this hour about Harden's fit with his team. Take a listen.
J-Mass, picking up the personals. You there, J-Mass?
James Harden coming off Joel Embiid. James Harden being the post passer to Joel Embiid. James, today can I work with this, second, third group even after shoot-arounds to go over everything to try to get my rhythm. So everybody's motivated. That's good.
Okay, Harden teaming up with the MVP favorite right now in Embiid, who's been on an absolute tear of late. He's scored at least 25 points in every game going back to Christmas. That's 23 straight games. So how will Harden's arrival now impact Embiid and this current offense?
Well, first and foremost, let's just talk about what James Harden does possession by possession, and that's command attention from multiple defenders. You can't play this guy with one person because he's such a threat from all over the floor, and he breaks you down and gets into the paint at will. So that means more activity directed at James Harden. That means more space for Joel Embiid, whether that's going to be on plays where he gets a lob at the rim or a pocket pass if they run two-man game, or if Joel Embiid wants to pick and then pop back, he's going to have more space to operate. He's never played with a guard with this kind of firepower offensively and what James Harden can do to control the game. So Joel Embiid is going to find, I think, the game easier for himself. But listen, they've got to figure out an ebb and a flow to this offense in terms of who's an alpha on a given possession. Joel Embiid, we know, has probably been the MVP in the league to this point. I think the offense still needs to run through him primarily, but you don't bring in James Harden to be a guy to just feed Joel Embiid. You bring him in because he can also break down defenses in a way that no one else in the league can. So they've got to work that out. It could be some growing pains, but ultimately, James Harden is just going to make the game easier for a guy that's already been sensational all season.
And Embiid has never played with a shooter like this in his entire career. It will be fascinating to see. Lex, thank you so much. El?
All right, Kev, it's time for the SportsCenter Pick 6 with a little help from our friends at Daily Wager, who went 6-0 yesterday, by the way. So the NBA, they say, take the Celtics to cover the 2-point spread on the road against the Sixers. Boston's won 8 in a row, including their last 4 road games. And then the Hornets and Timberwolves game, highest total of the season, 244.5. They're saying to want to back up. For an over, look at Clippers Suns over 222. The Suns are 24-5 at home this season, averaging 115 points a game, the third highest total in the league.
Getting 3 on the road against an unranked Indiana squad. The Hoosiers have lost 3 straight. The Badgers are ranked inside the top 15 for another underdog cover. Take Providence on the road. 4.5-point underdog. Providence is 7-0 outright as a dog this season, the best mark in Division I. In the game following us on ESPN, the Daily Wager crew liking Wake Forest to cover 9.5 spread at Duke. The David Deacons have won 3 of their last 4, only lost to Miami by 4 on Saturday. And what to watch for brought to you by Sonic tonight, 9 Eastern on ESPN, the ESPN app. Number 4, Kentucky, traveling to Knoxville to take on number 16, Tennessee. That place will be rocking. Wildcats won the first matchup January 15th, so a month ago, by 28 points. Game day, Seth Greenberg joining us now. So Kentucky coming into this game, a 2-point dog on the road. So what's the key here for Calipari's squad?
Well, the first game, they turned over Tennessee, and they dominated in the transition. I'd say do the same thing. How do you do that? They got this guy, Oscar Tshiebwe. If you haven't heard, he's pretty good. How does he impact the game? First of all, you're just going to watch one player today. Watch this dude. Watch his effort. Watch his energy. Watch the impact he has on the rest of his team. Not only does he rebound the ball, but he runs the floor. Not only does he run the floor, but he can get a post up early. Not only does he play offensively, but defensively he can get out the ball straight. So, to me, that line is what it is because people are wondering, is Kai Washington going to play? Is Jacob Toppin going to play? I'm going to say they are.
And just bet on the Big O when it comes to the energy, no doubt about it. Meanwhile, we've got a top 10 matchup tonight in the Big East. Villanova, and how about Providence?
Does that hurt for you to say that?
No. I'm past that right now. But we'll get to Providence, though, because Providence deserves some love here, especially where they were in the preseason and where they are right now. What's the one matchup you can't wait to watch in this top 10 showdown?
2 of the oldest teams in college basketball. 3 fifth-year guys at Villanova, 5 fifth-year guys for Providence. One matchup is inside. This is old school Big East basketball. This is old school grinded out, punch you in the face. Well, you know what? Nate Watson, Eric Dixon, those 2 guys have done a really good job. Dixon's been absolutely ridiculous. You think about the last 3 games, what he's doing: 17 points, 9 rebounds, almost 70% from the field. And they play through Nate Watson. So those 2 guys, watch those guys bang. We know the guard play is going to be good. Jared Bynum from Providence has been terrific the last 2 games. 29 points a game, almost 70% from the free. But I look for a matchup up front. Those 2 guys, because if those 2 guys can establish themselves in the low paint, all of a sudden, now those kickouts, you think about Villanova, 45% of the shots come from 3. You get the ball to Dixon, he pitches it back out. Colin Gillespie shooting step-in threes. That's when Villanova becomes tough.
If it's a close one, keep an eye on this. Providence is 9-0 in games decided by 5 points or less.
And Cooley has been an absolute magician. The other guy the other day, well, he's pretty good today.
Okay, right. He also does well. More from Seth from the front. Not as good as you. More from
Ella wants nothing to do with
that.
You're 100% right.
Locked in on the women's side.
Yeah.
Our host, our ACC SEC Super Tuesday doubleheader, featuring, of course, Duke and Wake Forest, and then the nightcap we talked about, that is number 4 Kentucky against number 16 Tennessee. Help?
What to watch for is brought to you by the Sonic Caddy. Only at Sonic.
The last I checked in with Novak Djokovic, the story was that he is or was staying or leaving Melbourne prior to the Australian Open. He ended up leaving, of course, without playing because of his vaccination status. And now, as more Grand Slam events start to creep up on the calendar, Djokovic has addressed how he will handle playing in the French Open and Wimbledon. Michelle Steele has more in tonight's SportsCenter report.
A stunning admission from the top-ranked player in men's tennis, Novak Djokovic, saying he'll skip the French Open and Wimbledon if he's required to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Saying in part, the principles of decision-making on my body are more important than any title or anything else. That is the price that I am willing to pay.
Novak Djokovic has been clearly the best tennis player in the world. And in my opinion, he's the greatest player I've seen of all time. But he's bypassing the opportunity, as he did in Australia.
Shut up. All right, JMS, here we go. Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Uncle Jesse. Time to rip open some wrestling. Gonna do a little 2020 Tops WWE Finals Wrestling hobby boxes from my guy and your favorite, Mr. JMS. All right, my dude. All right, that looks about good. And as always, good luck, J-Mess. Thank you, Isaac. All right. Let's see what we got here. J-Matt's a wrestling fan now. Who would have known? All right, here we go. Here we have a Jordan Devlin rookie refractor. Finest tag team, the Usos. Otis with the refractor. Ah, that is a good one. Aleister Black with the autograph mojo. Although he's no longer with the company, he's with AEW now. Got a rookie card for Austin Theory. I know J-Mess is looking for the ladies, so need the ladies to make an appearance. Daniel Bryan, finest debut. We got another Daniel Bryan, refractor mojo. Chelsea Green, okay. A couple ladies there. Need some lady autos, though. A rookie Rhea Ripley, not too bad. Would have been nicer if it was autographed. Nikki Cross. Got some finest tag teams here. Forget what they used to call them. The AOP. There you go. Ah, my favorite, Sasha Banks. All right, that's one mini box down. See what we got here. A rookie Angel Garza. We got Miss Lana, Bianca Belair, Andrade, Bobby Roode. The blue card. Well, that's not specific at all. All these cards kind of got a little blue on them. So none of these are numbered. None of those are numbered. Well, so far, no parallels yet, JMS. Got a Booker T, finest return. Io Shirai with the refractor. I don't think we got a number card here. And it's an autograph, Nikki Cross. Autograph to 99. Very nice. I think she's won like multiple championships as a world champ. That's a good one. And she's a little cutie too. Just how you like them, J-Miss. Decade's finest. We got Sheamus here. My favorite, Mandy Rose. We got Tucker, who is Otis's tag team partner. Well, former. I don't think they're a tag team anymore. Goldberg. He needs to just retire, honestly. No one's afraid of him anymore. We have Swerve with the rookie card. And that does it for the first box. See if we can hit a Sasha Banks or an Asuka autograph. 101 Mojo. Oh, I think I see a gold. A gold Dana Brooke, 1/50. You can keep that underneath the bed, underneath the pillowcase. Would have been nicer if it was autographed. We got finest tag team, the New Day, or 2/3 of the New Day. Nikki Cross. Looks like a bulldog to Sasha Banks on there. We got a Tucker autograph. Tucky, he signs it. All right, we need something huge here. We got Kaylee Ray with the rookie card. We have Scarlett with a rookie card. A Ronda Rousey. I think that's the finest debut there. I love Ronda Rousey. Tegan Knox, rookie card. Almost all lady pack. Got a dude here at the end. Let's go. More ladies. A Kushida rookie. We got Rhea Ripley with the rookie refractor. She's badass. All right, last pack out of this mini. Got another finest tag team, Asuka and Kairi Sane, representing Japan. The Kabuki Warriors is what they're known as when they're together. All right, the last mini. Cardboard Gods, Wrestling Gods, need something stupid nice right now. A Roman Reigns to 150. Decent. He's like the poster boy right now for the WWE. We got the Ultimate Warrior with the finest return. Jey Uso, Refractor. Asuka. Humberto Carrillo, rookie card. He's one of those high-flying luchadors. Pretty good wrestler. Karrion Kross, rookie. Hey! Io Shirai. 25 of 25 autograph mojo. That looks clean in that black. Very nice looking card. eBay 101 too. Got a Riddick Moss rookie card. John Cena, Decade 20 Superstar insert. Come on, something big in the last two. Got a King Corbin refractor. Shotzi Blackheart, rookie mojo. Tony Storm. And the last pack. We got Daniel Bryan. A rookie Cameron Grimes. And a rookie Damian Priest to wrap it up. And that's the break, J-Mess. So what do we got? We got this Dana Brooke 1 of 50. Roman Reigns to 150. A Tucker autograph. Aleister Black autograph. Nikki Cross autograph to 99. And Io Shirai autograph 25 of 25. Not bad. Thank you, J-Mass. I will get it out to you, my dude. Thank you, J-Mass. I hope you liked it.
Wake Forest, Debbie, telling us today that he doesn't want to go against that set Duke defenses all the time tonight. A steady diet of that will not be good for the Demon Deacons. Good look from Banchero to A.J. Griffin and a chance for a three-point play.
AJ Griffin doing a great job moving on the weak side, getting into the vision of Banchero. This unselfish pass right here. It's a nice play by Griffin to plow through the contact and get to the line.
Griffin had 22 in the first meeting against Wake Forest. He and Banchero leading the way offensively. Powell with 24 and 5 rebounds in that first game. That's what Forbes said. They couldn't guard those two guys. They carried the Blue Devils.
What up, Eric? How are you?
Duke does not give up much in transition, and they're so good at getting back and getting connected. And when you have a shot blocker on the defensive end like that, it allows you to really pressure out your defense and push Wake Forest further away from the bucket.
Nelson couldn't hit his second three of the night. Here comes Keels. Williams meeting his.
Yes, sir. Tuesday, to be specific.
Thanks for joining us. Speak the truth.
I'm Karan Butler, and this is the truth. I recall being in grade school, and in those years, your imagination is pretty much everywhere. But one thing was my awareness, and my mom used to always tell me the importance of celebrating our history and our legacy in this country. The hurdles that we had to.
I love you, but I don't want to hear that shit right now.
I feel about Kyrie. I think that Kyrie is a superstar extraordinary. He is box office. That brother is worth $50 million a year as far as I'm concerned, so long as we know he don't get off the bus. Because he's that spectacular of a player. I'm also an individual that is on the record that does not believe that Kyrie Irving can be trusted. I don't believe he ever deserved a long-term contract again in his career. I would give him 1 year at a time. Max dollars, he don't deserve to be paid less than anybody because he's that spectacular. But you paid to show up and play and to put your excellence on display. And that is something that he has struggled to do. To Kyrie Irving, I want to say he on that.
Yeah, J-Mass. What about, how's the Io Shirai card looking like, though?
Diedrich, when I see him based on the text he once sent me, that's none of anybody's business but ours. I'll deal with that when he and I run into each other. We'll have a conversation like grown men should. Okay? As it pertains to Kyrie's family, I'm incredibly sensitive to what Kyrie has said. Because it's serious, and people, I'm not joking about it, but other people have joked about it. And that's something that we should all take seriously, because we don't want people's families looking at them and looking at somebody be ridiculed. I mean, you play. We got to call it like we see it. But when we get off the court, play.
Really? Oh, that sucks.
Talking about people's behavior. We start talking
Damn,
about
sorry,
people's
J-Mass.
That's not a joke. Now, if you play like a joke, deal with that. If you shoot 1 for 20 and stuff like that, get over it. Okay? Ain't no compassion or sympathy, because we're just talking about your performance, not you as a man. But with Kyrie Irving, is certainly transcended off the court. And so the level of sensitivity that he has towards what his family is hearing, I respect the hell out of that. I appreciate him saying that. And I'm going to treat this subject in any future conversations about Kyrie with the seriousness that it deserves, even though I wasn't joking about him before. I meant what the hell I said. I'm going to reiterate that point now. Marcus Spears, Monica McNutt, Kyrie Irving, his first year in Brooklyn, missed 52 games. Got injured. Missed 52 games. Kyrie Irving last year missed 28 games. Kyrie Irving this year has only played in 14 games. Everything ain't been about the vaccine. Marcus, I'm with you. As somebody who went through hell, going through COVID and all of this stuff, even though I'm a proponent of taking the vaccine, who the hell am I? I only do it because my doctors, my medical professionals that I trust have advised me to do so. If somebody else's medical professionals advise them against that, I never ran into a medical professional that has advised against it. But if they have one, more power to them. I'm not here to judge Kyrie Irving about his vaccination status. I'm talking about Kyrie Irving, the baller, who doesn't want to ball nearly as much as other ballers want to ball. KD, James Harden, and countless other players in the NBA were very reluctant and hesitant to take the vaccine. LeBron James was on the record reluctant to take the vaccine. But they ultimately made a decision because they got a job to do. Andrew Wiggins took the vaccine. Didn't want to take it, but took the vaccine anyway because he wanted to play. Everybody universally had a problem with the mandate. Tens of millions of Americans have a problem with mandates. 1,500 people in New York City just got laid off because of their refusal to take the vaccine. But over 95% of law enforcement officials, medical workers, and what have you take the vaccine because why? That's the mandate that's been handed down by the local government. What I'm saying to you is this. Kyrie's refusal to do so has to take that into consideration. You the dude that said, hell with all of y'all, I'ma do what I feel. Right or wrong, that's your position. Now, why does that matter? Here's why it matters. There was no vaccine when the season was halted. Monica, you remember this. When they resumed play in the bubble, who was the vice president in the Players Association trying to dissuade players to play in the bubble? That was Kyrie Irving. By the way, he didn't even consult with Chris Paul, the president. He just went out publicly and took that position. Then when they came back after bubble play, and then after the break, once the Lakers won the championship in the bubble, there was a 10-month gap between February and then December of 2020. The season started on December 22nd. 2 weeks later, 2 weeks, January 6th, Kyrie Irving needed a break because he was traumatized by the riots at the U.S. Capitol. What the hell that got to do with basketball? What that got to do with doing it? We all showed up the next day. Tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people had to work the next day in the United States of America. Kyrie, the one that didn't show up. And then you were so traumatized that you got busted partying with your family without a mask on, knowing that it was in violation of the NFL safety protocol, which further delayed your return to playing basketball and doing your job. And all the while, the people in Brooklyn, not that fans were coming in to attendance or whatever, I'm saying over the 3 years he's been in Brooklyn, people.
Hello, what's up, chat? Quiet today.
So at the end of the day, your priority towards doing your job that you get paid to do, that enables you to be philanthropic to a very high level, enables you to be charitable, and all of that other stuff is because you get paid to play basketball. And what's the one thing you have to go in? Play basketball. That is the story about Kyrie Irving. That is why he should feel guilty, because he comes across, at the very least, selfish. It's about him. Kyrie's working. Kyrie came back to the NBA ready to ball because he was always working out. But he the kind of guy, y'all, he'll work out 10 hours a day. You just don't tell him when to do it. You don't show practice, listening to the GM, the coach, or whatever. He wants to do things on his own terms. And anybody who feels differently, you're peons. You're small-minded. You're not on his level. That's Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I do have a problem with that.
That is why he should feel guilty. It's not team behavior.
Yeah.
It's a shame that that's his priority instead of doing his job first. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
The Heat playing the Luka man tonight. Hopefully we can take care of business. We're on a 5-game winning streak right now. We'd like to keep that going heading into the All-Star break. to refresh here.
Now, where I think it's been 40 games where the Heat have had 5 or more players score 10 points or more.
I'll be right back.
Saturday night was one of them, and it was more than just 5.
Well, Jax, Miami, as everybody knows right now, best record in the East, and only one participant in the All-Star game, and that's Jimmy Butler. Slight to some, but it's not a major surprise for a team that's really been an ensemble cast this whole season. And Jax is right. Saturday night against Brooklyn, that depth on display, the balance on display, John. 7 double-figure scores in the 4-point win over Brooklyn.
Look, unlike the Dallas Mavericks, who are very one-man centric with Luka Doncic running away, Miami is on the opposite side of the script. They really share the basketball well, get so many different guys involved, and that makes them even harder to defend. And throughout the course of the last game, we saw multiple guys step up. Whether it was Duncan in the first quarter, Gabe Vincent coming off the bench in the second quarter with his ability to score inside and out, and then Bam being a threat in the third with the jump hook, diving to the front of the rim and being aggressive on top of the basket, finishing with the point guard, finishing in the fourth with 8 points, and that was Kyle Lowry doing a good job getting to the paint with the floater. Jimmy Butler, he makes the plays when it matters as a closer for the Heat. With 22 seconds remaining, he put the game out of reach.
Well, the ensemble effort on display, and take a look at those numbers as I tell you this. In 40 of the Heat's 57 games, they have had at least 5 double-figure scores. And in 36 of the Heat's 37 wins, they've had at least 4 players score in double digits. The ensemble has been the story for a Miami team that continues to have the best record in the East, the best home record in the East. The folks, they're going to push over against the West. Matter of fact, they're knocking off one West team after another. Tonight, we'll be looking for their 7th, actually they have 7 straight wins against the West, and those 7 straight wins by an average of 12 points per game. And talk about great offense, 114 points on 48%, averaging 15 threes a game on 42%, and that January 8th win at Phoenix by 23. Signature victory this season, one of just 5 losses at home all year for the Suns, who are 46-10, and while you're pondering all that, the Heat have the 4th best record in the league against the top 3, Phoenix, Golden State, and Memphis. They have gone 2-2, the wins against Phoenix and Memphis, and the Suns and the Warriors, John, will both be visiting Miami in the month of March, but it's one game at a time until then. And tonight, shorthanded, no Hero, no Caleb Martin, tough task against a very good Dallas team.
It really will be a tough task. You're going to need multiple players to step up, and Coach Bo's going to have to go down that bench tonight.
Well, don't feel like a playoff primer. We hope you'll enjoy it. We'll see you tip-off time. Now back to Jason Jackson.
Gentlemen, we'll see you then. More show coming up. Stay right there. A couple really strong defenses on the same hardwood tonight. Dominating defenses. I'll tell you that. You'll get a look at them.
MVP, I'm not doing PYTs with Series 1, man. I'm doing personal boxes and box wars. No PYTs.
Fun throughout the city, including Miami Beach Convention Center, powered by West Marine, and the Progressive Boat Show Experience at Pride Park, February 16th through 20th. MiamiBoatShow.com.
This is James.
Mom, Dad, this is James.
James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
The 2022 Toyota
Uh,
RAV4.
let me check. Whatever blowout's at, you know how I do it. And right now, it would be about 135 for a hobby. And about 245 for a jumbo. Cards look nice on Series 1. Yeah, everyone going to be chasing Wander Franco.
Keeper on Twitter. Mavs are Heat on Valley Sports coming up. Kyle Lowry, the PG/QB1 for your Miami Heat. That team has not lost since he returned from his absence. Victories 5 in all. Transition to the head coaches tonight. How about smoke like this? Career wins with a single franchise regular season and playoffs. Only Ray Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich have won 4 games under this head. Jason Kidd in his first season with the Mavericks, 11 championship wins. But Kidd doing something with this team in his first year as head coach that you don't expect off the top defense.
Hello. And pretty quiet day today. What's going on?
Let's get the 6-year picture. The nation wants it. You have the keys to it. So
Keep the ball on one side of the floor and not allow the ball handler to come off the screen to the middle of the court. The Heat will have to be intentional about attacking their pick and roll.
8 people watching. What's up, folks?
Miami will need to be very disciplined in their stance. Luka is an elite driver, second in points off the drive, averaging 22 a game. Being solid in closeout and having early help in the gas, contesting and containing without fouling will be important. Last few of the games take care of the rock. The Heat at 15 turnovers for 26 points versus Brooklyn. While you always want to take care of the basketball, it is even more important against teams like Dallas, who don't turn it over much, and you don't want to give them a significant advantage when it comes to field goal attacks.
Got some Panera bread. A little turkey sandwich. Wow, that's flawless though, J-Mess. That is expensive stuff right there. Yeah, I got that Sapphire stuff still in the store, and that Bowman Chrome Mega stuff. The $10 PYT still at 6 teams left.
It was a busy contract day for the Miami Heat as the Heat convert Caleb Martin to the standard NBA contract. Ruth, we talked about this fantastic story of Caleb betting on himself more than most would who have his NBA experience. And developed a time-tested program. The Miami Heat There's the big deal on trade deadline.
Yeah, it's been rough lately, J-Mess.
Underneath all that dust, Washington was letting some cats get out of town as well.
Yep.
2 of those guys would be Bertans and Dinwiddie, now a part of what
You already asked for some more football, so we'll see what I can get with that. But looking at the calendar, Next football product, limited football in March 9th. That's the bad news. But the good news is we're going to be getting like a new football product every week once that starts.
Sometimes as a player, it's all about fit, and having the ability to come to a new team gives you that unique opportunity to find that fit.
Wow. They pushed Prism football back to April. Select football, they pushed it back to May. And that's 2021 football. The new draft class will be in March 25th, Prism College Draft Picks football. Mosaic Retail, what? Football? MVP?
Who ordered lunch to class? Chloe? Archie? Eleanor? Oh, so nobody will fess up? Fine. I guess I'll just have to eat it all myself.
Tim Keystone and pepper with extra range?
Yeah, it's in there.
Some things.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauce and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
What if your
J-Max, how are you, man?
more than a resume?
How's your brother doing? How are you guys doing?
What if it could adapt and improve?
MVP, same question, man. How are you?
What if it opened doors you didn't know existed? Created opportunities that let you be seen, heard, even help get your foot in the door.
Is it the redemption, J-Max? The one that we've all been waiting for? Alec Bomb. Yeah, not quite.
For every bottle of Copper number 12 we sell, a donation is made to first responders. Here's to the Copper heroes. Shlonda.
This is soft.
Holy Sean. Excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. New Charmin Ultra Soft is now even softer, so you'll want more. But it's so absorbent, you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
It was a tragedy. Knockout batteries. Luna's cupcake never stood a chance. Until Energizer Upper.
Well, hopefully we have a baseball season this year, J-Max. And what if he starts off hot? You could probably sell that and make some money. You might want to hold off on selling baseball, until the season starts.
I was waiting for it to.
The heart of the Sunshine State, Valley Sports Sun and Valley Sports Florida. The heart of the fan.
July 1st, we're getting baseball. Dude, I hope so, man. It's going to be a slow sports until then. When does the season usually start?
Tonight they meet for the second and final time this season, and both teams in the hunt for another chance at a ring. Miami and Dallas inside FTX Arena in Miami, and we do hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us here on Valley Sports. The 37-20 Heat zoom in first place in the East. The 33-24 Dallas Mavericks arrive in Miami, fifth place in the West. Yurtseven and Lowry and all
April 1st, so that's what?
final game at home before the All-Star break.
a 2-month delay. No, a 3-month delay.
And looking for an 8th straight victory against a team from the West. John Adebayo. We always talk about him, his versatility and his value. We always talk about his defense, John. You want to talk about the subtleties of his offensive input.
Yeah, he really facilitates so well for Miami and impacts the game. And that's going to be our Taco Bell take, his ability to set dribble handoffs and screens to activate the guys on the perimeter. It's about creating space for them, and he does such a nice job of that. He's also an excellent passer. Bam, we know he can score, but when he shoots in the high teens or low 20s from a field goal attempts perspective, that may be too much. He needs to balance being able to shoot and score and also keep those guys on the perimeter activated. He does that so well. We saw it in the last game, finding teammates with cuts. His screening continues to be an important part of the Miami offense.
And to our key player profile on Miami point guard Kyle Lowry, leader 5-0 since he returned to the lineup, stopping the 3-game skid, solidifying and organizing the East.
So, do you think maybe just eliminating spring training altogether is just out of out of the realm of possibility, if you will? Or maybe cut it in half, 2 weeks.
Let's take a look at some of the things about them on your Toyota Trend. A mediocre start and a turn for the better. Much better defense in the last 23 games. They got the 4 wins in the last 5 games. You've got them as the number 2 scoring defense in the NBA.
What up, Wolfie? From what product, Wolfie?
Take a master chef to know that the Papa John's key ingredient for Dallas is Luka.
Luka Doncic, the 3-time All-Star, is ball dominant, elite playmaker. There's so many positive things for them, controlling every possession. Whether it's in the pick and roll or ISO game offensively, he can really pass the basketball, getting his teammates involved. Excellent as a 3-point shooter. Lost that step back game to his left hand.
Really? Dude, that stuff's not supposed to come out until tomorrow. On what, Wolfie? On eBay? Ah, gotcha. Well, good thing that the hobby stuff will always be better than the retail. But yeah, you can get those. You can still get those the rookie set, the base set in those blasters. Yeah, they're doing like I think like a dozen breakers are a part of the Topps Rip Party, where they are, they're ripping the Series 1 tonight, actually. They don't have hobby exclusive cards, MVP. They usually have hobby exclusive cards. Yeah, there's usually, excuse me. There's usually hobby exclusive stuff in a set. So let me look that up. No, Wolfie, I'm not a big breaker, dude. I'm far from that, unfortunately. I'm not even on their radar, dude. But hopefully, with a little help, I can get there one day. Okay, so check it out. The gold foils are jumbo exclusive. The royal blues are retail exclusive. The blacks, which are numbered to 71, are hobby jumbo exclusive. Everything else, every other parallel, you can get in retail and in hobby. There's hobby exclusive clear versions, which are limited to 10 each.
Get special offers on the 2022 ES350.
That's another hobby exclusive.
It has the power to change the way we see things. It inspires us to go further. It has our back and goes out of its way to help. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist, born to care.
Eco Painting is the largest commercial painting contractor in South Florida.
They added a new insert, a short print, the Home Field Advantage, which resembles the downtown insert for Panini. First year they're doing that, so that might be a good card to chase. Well, J Mass, I could probably get it, but the real question is, can I actually sell it? That's the problem. I could get anything. Okay? I could get whatever product I ask for. The problem is, do I have the clientele that actually want to buy it and help me sell it? That's the issue. So the 87 Topps baseball autographs, the 101s are only available in hobby and jumbo. That's another hobby exclusive. But everything else you can get in retail, so that's pretty cool. For the retail stuff, they also have the Hobby HTA exclusive sketch cards. You know, there's also the oversized box loader cards that do have autographs. And of course, you get the silver packs in the hobby and jumbo boxes. You get one silver pack in a hobby box. You get two silver packs in a jumbo box. I don't think you get that in the retail.
He's a great player, so he's going to challenge our team in a lot of different ways. You know, we want to take that challenge defensively. We still want to get to another level. Ultimately, it's about us trying to impose our identity on the game.
Which Platinum 101s are you referring to, MVP? Because the Major League Material Relic Platinums are Hobby HTA only.
So hopefully we can be better tonight.
Powder Blues to 50. No, you can get those in retail. The 87 Topps Baseball Relics, the Platinum 101s are Hobby HTA only. The 87 Topps Baseball Autograph Platinum 101s are hobby HTA only.
Thanks very much, Will. Good evening, everybody, from FTX Arena, high above courtside, game number 58.
From the look of this, there's not many retail exclusive stuff. The only retail exclusive thing is the Royal Blue parallels. And you get those 1 in every 10 packs, and they're not even numbered. I'm reading this off Cardboard Connection, and they're pretty on top of that. Now, here's a link if anybody wants to check it out for themselves.
Very solid as a front court player. Oval guy, can stretch the floor as a big. We just saw him step out. He can do that with guarding high pick and rolls and then recover to the rim to protect.
Average 9 games above 500. Here comes Bam on the attack for the score. He just flew past Luka Doncic.
We have seen Bam go to the basket with such speed and aggression. I love it. Good things happen when he's going to the basket. They double team Duncan there. That allows him to be open on that dive cut.
Jalen Brunson, a very good guard. Missed it. Young man for Villanova, and here comes Martin. Jimmy Butler picked up by Josh Green.
Ooh.
On the turn, the duck in, and a travel to Jimmy.
Adebayo being able to move without the basketball on the double team and show by Powell. He gets into an open area where Duncan can find him with that pocket pass, that bounce pass, and he's just constantly moving. That's what makes Bam so hard to guard.
Bam has switched onto Doncic. He drives to the basket and goes cross-court to Green. 7 on the shot. This is Brunson against Robinson. And the left-hander strokes it through. In his 4th year, and it was best year, 16 points a game on 50% shooting.
That is a big reason for their success. Coach Jason Kidd
Yeah, it's new this year, Eric. It is new this year. The hometown, the home field advantage card looks really cool. They are 1 in every 228 packs. So let's do some math here. Let's use hobby for example. I know you do, Eric. I'm gonna be selling personal boxes and doing box wars with that stuff tomorrow. So I hope you pick some stuff up for me too, man. So let's see. Let's just use hobby for an example here. You got 24 packs in a box. 12 boxes per case. So 228. So you should get a home field advantage card in every hobby case, according to those odds. There's 288 packs total in a hobby case, and the home field advantage cards are 1 in 228 packs. So going off of that math leads me to my conclusion that there should be 1 home field advantage card in every hobby case. In Jumbo, you get 10 packs per box, 6 boxes per case. So 10 times 6, that's 60 packs. So those home field advantage cards are going to be a lot more difficult to come by in the Jumbo. However, in Jumbo, you get 1 autograph and 2 relics per box. So you get possibly more short prints in hobby and parallels, but you get more autographs in jumbo. So there's, you got a little give and take there. I know you do, Eric. You always look out for me, man. I appreciate you. What's up, Chase? Haven't seen you in a while.
So far they are turning Doncic into a passer. Butler! Oh, he got ahead. Dorian Finney-Smith, noted for his defense, turns in another standout play on that.
How was your guys' weekends? I hope you guys didn't lose too much money during the Super Bowl. That's good, Chase. Make that money, baby. Make that money. Yeah, Eric, I got a filler going for it. It's just not moving right now, unfortunately. I got a 6-spot random team filler up on the chat there for Chrome Mega number 1. $25 to get a random team. If you get 2 teams, you get a shot at the Rays.
They will host the Bulls on February 28th after the All-Star break, and then play at Chicago on the 2nd of April. Circle both of those games on your Heat calendars. In the bucket, 10 on the shot. Jimmy spinning, driving, no finish.
That's such a great play for Miami. Being able to isolate Jimmy one-on-one from the free throw line. That's in his range for the fall-away jumper, but also his ability to draw fouls.
Doncic with Duncan Robinson defending. To his right. Again, a pass. Brunson fakes the 3, kicks it out. That's Green. And that's good. A triple for Josh Green, so he has 5 early points for Dallas.
Jalen Brunson able to ball fake and get inside that perimeter. Defense put in the paint, but the drive and spray get Green the shot.
Bam missing a 14-footer that trickled off the rim down to Doncic. Bam switches on the loop. Comes middle. Bam! Took it away. Oh, you can't defend any better than that. And then draws a foul on Doncic in the backcourt. So Luka Doncic has found it tough maneuvering through that defense so far. 1 for 3 shooting. Mavericks up 4. So far the defense has been very good on Doncic.
Well, hello there. I am a monument to the moment. I am 450 feet of sun-kissed revelry. I am South Florida paradise remixed. I am neon-lit nights that never end. I'm a 20,000-foot beacon in the night. Welcome to what you've been missing. I am the Guitar Hotel.
Sleep better and save big. Hurry to our President's Day mattress sale and get this special offer. Buy this Sealy Posturepedic or this Beauty Rest Silver mattress in your choice of sizes for just $577. That's right, any size, one low price. Even a king-size mattress, just $577. Plus, check out all our other great mattress buys throughout the store during the Rooms to Go President's Day mattress sale going on.
Wow, Super Bowl attracted more than 112 million viewers, but failed to top the record.
Coverage starts Thursday at 6:30 on Bounty Sports Sun and the Bounty Sports app.
The 2015 Super Bowl was the most watched game in league history with roughly 114 million viewers. So it was close. 112 million is pretty good.
Originally drafted by the Mavericks after bouncing around some other teams, he came back and played for the Mavs, winning that championship right here in Miami for the Dallas Mavericks.
I bet if Tom Brady was in the Super Bowl, that would have bumped it up a good 5 million.
Interesting the way it works with head coaches and point
total head coaches who played in either college or the NBA. Jason Kidd, 19 years experience. Chauncey Billups was here for Portland. Steve Nash, Doc Rivers, and Tyronn Lue. So again, this list made me wonder, okay, so what is it about point guards? I asked Eric Spoelstra that pregame, and I referenced him and Jason Kidd. He stopped me point blank, and he said, do not compare me to Jason Kidd. I am not in that category. Spore, of course, was a point guard in college, but what he said about Jason Kidd in particular, and it probably does work for a lot of point guards who are now coaches, is that the game is always processing. You're working through. And he said Jason Kidd, the level of IQ that he had translates in such a way that he just sees plays before they happen. And John Maris, I send it back to you, John. Obviously, as a former point guard, you put yourself in that category either of Jason Kidd, but
Chase, this was the best Super Bowl in history at the moment? Really? Nah. Nah, hell no. I gotta strongly disagree with that one. Yo, as much as I hate the result, but the Falcons-Patriots Super Bowl was better than this one. When the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, that was a pretty good one. When the Seahawks lost to the Patriots at that last play, that was a good Super Bowl. Better than last night's. Let's see. The Titans and Rams Super Bowl, one of the greatest Super Bowls ever. Steelers Cardinals was a good Super Bowl. Actually, yeah, really good Super Bowl. That one came down to like the last play. What's another good one? Dude, there's been a lot better Super Bowls than last night's, or Sunday nights, I should say. I was hoping for a little bit more scoring, but I shouldn't be surprised. Both teams have really good defenses. I wonder which of the two teams is going to suffer from a Super Bowl hangover. So a furniture store owner lost millions of dollars because he put his money on the Bengals. What an idiot. Just gambling in general is just... Oh, my God. Worst Super Bowl, Seahawks, Broncos. No, you know what the worst Super Bowl was? Bears, Colts. That Super Bowl was garbage. That Super Bowl sucked major D. The Niners-Ravens Super Bowl was pretty good. When they, especially after they turned the lights off and turned them back on. That one kind of came down to the wire. Before then, the Ravens were blowing them out. But yeah, worst Super Bowl I remember watching, Colts-Bears, by far. God, that was a crappy Super Bowl. Chase, how's the working out going for you, my dude? You still going to the gym? Houston furniture store owner loses $9.5 million. Oh my God. I also saw people tattooing on themselves. Cincinnati Bengals 2022 Super Bowl champions. Oh, that's fucking dumb. Damn, Chase, I just came across a picture of you, and you look angry, dog. I see you with your hoodie on looking angry as fuck. Okay. Get it, my dog. Nah, listen. Joe Burrow did his dude. Joe Burrow played better than Matthew Stafford. Let's get that one. Let's get that one straight right now. Joe Burrow did not throw 2 interceptions. And not to mention Joe Burrow's offense. Dude, Joe Burrow was the most sacked quarterback in Super Bowl history. That guy's O-line is garbage. I don't know what's worse, the Dolphins O-line or the Bengals O-line, because they're both pretty crappy. Well, MVP, to be fair, they missed a lot of calls. I like that they let them play. I just didn't like all the bullshit calls they were making at the end. For the most part, the entire game, there was not a single flag or anything. But then come the fourth quarter, 6 minutes to go, all of a sudden, a bunch of flags on the field. I don't like that. But let's not forget that one touchdown where Jalen Ramsey was, he clearly was fouled on that play, offensive pass interference, and they didn't call it. And that thing went for a touchdown. If the Bengals won the Super Bowl, that's all we would be talking about right now, and you know it. So I don't want to hear nothing about offsides. No. Don't want to hear it. Why would you put your worst defender on their best receiver? With OBJ out, mind you. That was just a shitty play call. I also don't like how the Bengals just stopped running the ball. Especially when you have a lead. Dude, keep running that ball, man. Nah, MVP, you're full of shit. If the Bengals were the better team, they would have won the Super Bowl. Period. Period. The Rams were the better team, and they won. If Odell wasn't hurt, that probably would have been a blowout. I don't know what game you were watching, but, yeah. Bengals did a really good job of hanging in there. Like I said, despite that crappy O-line, they hung in there, man. They really did. They hung in there. They shut down the running game. But there was only so much they could do against all the talent on that team. Nobody gave the Bengals a chance to even make it to the Super Bowl. So the fact that they even got there was somewhat of a miracle. But the better team won eventually, and that's that. Hopefully the Bengals can build upon this, and make it to the Super Bowl again next year. Now, I felt bad for my boy because he's a big Bengal fan. The only Bengal fan that I know of. And he was distraught. If I wasn't there, he probably would have cried.
Still an effective passer out of there, reading the defense and looking at this angle. Duncan gets caught in between out of the double team. They make effective passes there and get Finney Smith an open triple. So right now, Miami gambling on taking away Doncic's touches because he's been so effective, averaging a triple-double on about 37.
I agree. Bengals had a miracle run, but in the end, the better team won. But MVP, you're talking about offsides, dude. If we were talking about a pass interference or something like that, okay. But offsides, come on. Like seriously, come on. You know, and we talk all this crap. Oh, let the players play. Well, they let the players play this Super Bowl, and we want to complain about a missed call? Come on. Yeah, I could understand if it was like a pass interference or something blatantly obvious, but offsides. Listen, the game did not come down to that last play for sure. Okay? That was not the reason why. They play 4 quarters. There are several plays you could point to and be like, oh, that's probably why they lost. But I hate that narrative whenever someone says, oh, a second more. Oh, you know, dude, you had a whole game to play, and it's until now that you want to start making excuses. Nah, dude, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You had a whole game to play. Where were you in the first, second, third quarter? Listen, all I'm saying is we give the referees crap for not letting them play, and then when we do let them play, you give them crap for not making a call. Which one is it? Let's make up our minds here. We're either going to let them play football or we're just going to put flags on everybody's butts so we can go out there and play flag football because it's getting fucking ridiculous. Why would McVay retire? Aaron Donald retiring, that makes sense. He's played many, many years. He's a defensive player. Getting up there in age. Why not retire at the top of your game? You know, while you're still healthy. And you got all your brain cells. But Sean McVay retiring makes no sense. Zero. Yeah, Donald definitely offsides on that play you're talking about again. But again, man, that was not the reason why the Bengals lost that game. And that definitely wasn't the reason why the Rams won that game. Well, I can see how you could miss that. Number one, you got that big-ass NFL logo down there. And the dude is wearing white and blue, looking like he's camouflaged on there. I mean, his head, his whole second half of his body is clearly over the line. But that's not that big of an egregious miscall that it's like, oh my God, that cost them the game. Nah. Dude, that happened in the first quarter, bro. That's another one. You know, we're not talking about that one because the Rams won. But if the Bengals won, all we would be talking about right now is the T. Higgins face mask on Jalen Ramsey. Listen, all I'm going to say is the better team won. Bengals had no business being in the Super Bowl, and yet there they were. MVP, I don't know, man. That's kind of a cop-out, dude. I agree with you, J-Mess. I think the referees did a good job. We didn't start seeing flags until really the fourth quarter when it was getting down to money time. Other than that, they let them play. And I can appreciate that. Ultimately, though, the best team won. I'm pretty set on that. Oh, we got 4 teams left in the Mega number 1. Very nice. All right, so it's a 4-spotter, $25 a spot for a random team in the filler, baby. MVP, well, see, that's all that matters, man. You won some money. There you go. As long as you win some moolah, baby, that's all that matters.
Tonight's item of the game for Heat Nation, we gotta love this one. A long sleeve t-shirt for just $20. It's light gray. You're gonna love it. The iconic Heat ball and flame logo. Perfect for a brisk February night in South Florida or anywhere. MiamiHeatStore.com. Take advantage right now of another great item of the game. Welcome back to FTX Arena in Miami. Second quarter.
And now we look forward to the NFL draft. When is that? When is the NFL draft? Your boy from Pitt is probably going to be the first pick, the first quarterback drafted. Bro, that kid needs to stop shooting threes. Oh, my God. You think Ben Simmons is going to shock the world? In what way? Did he magically learn how to shoot the basketball? I hope so. A lot of hype when he came out. The draft is April 28th.
Dinwiddie was not playing real well, and Bertans, for whatever the reason, was not in the Wizards' rotation. Looks like he might be more involved than down.
Yeah, I think so. And look, there's no doubt he can shoot. I thought the quality of the shots that he got in Washington were really poor over the course of the season. We saw
Kanye losing his mind right now. Dude, ever since his mom died, it's just been a downward spiral for that guy. I kind of feel bad for him. Ooh, blocked.
This is Jalen Brunson with the Heat leading by 2. Oh, pretty drive and score. Tie game with a chance and a Mavericks lead on a Brunson 3-point chance.
I did. He had like an all-black mask or something on.
Brunson has the ability with Doncic on the bench. He's going to assert himself. Has the ability to create off the dribble. This time getting downhill.
I mean, he probably didn't pay anything to go see that game. I'm pretty sure every celebrity that was there did not pay a dime to be there. You know how that goes? You think LeBron paid a dime to go watch the Super Bowl? Hell no. All that shit gets comped.
Mavericks ahead by a point. Vincent's pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Miami. That was Sterling Brown that knocked it out. A 9-3 run right now for Dallas. Eric Spoelstra looking up. His team short-handed.
Well, yeah, some average Joe Schmo definitely paid a dumb amount of money to go watch the Super Bowl live. Even, dude, well, if I had stupid amounts of money, I wouldn't have a problem spending $100,000 to go watch the Super Bowl. But I don't have stupid amounts of money, so yeah. Got to get out of fairy tale land.
Maxi Kleber, the 6'10" big man from Germany.
He's been able to control the board.
Well, to be fair, LeBron was going to celebrate with whoever team won. You know that guy's fair weather as hell? He's a fucking Cowboy fan. Enough said.
Everyone's got to go out the greatest order.
And he was in there popping bottles with Aaron Donald and whatnot. Like, bro, you're not a Rams fan? Get the fuck out of here.
Order this great sushi through DoorDash and save $10 with the code Miami Go O. That's Miami Go O. Greatest order of all time. Strus got fouled. A chance at a 4-point play for mighty Max Strus.
Yeah, Lou Strus right there coming on the catch and shoot action. Beautiful play. On the move, and look at Lowry hitting him right in the shooting pocket where he can catch, comfortably rise up, and gets the contact from behind there from Bertans.
John, it's really pretty to watch the form of an excellent shooter. The body was off balance, but the stroke was right on the money.
You want to put your hand right in the basket, that index finger.
Hallelujah, J-Mess. Hallelujah.
Great body control with a guy leading up.
Got 4 teams left in that mega number 1. Got to fill her up. 4 spots, $25. You get a random team. And we crack open that Bowman Chrome Mega. 10 boxes. I heard that, Wolfie. I was gonna go on Monday. To get my taxes done, but I wasn't feeling too well, unfortunately. So I just stayed home. I'm in no rush to get that stuff done because I already know I gotta pay. And I'm not looking forward to that.
Lowry from Broward Boulevard.
28-footer right there by Lowry on the move. Surprising the defender playing him at the 3-point line. Read the space there and stepped in, and nothing but net for the veteran.
And not even a smile.
What's up, Jimbo?
to get away? Now you can. With low fares starting at $59 one way, 2 free bags, and no change or cancel fees for all.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy.
How you doing, Jimbo?
Approach and a new perspective. Meet new friends or reconnect with some old ones and find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new limits. Step into the new with a new Chevy. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy vehicles. Plus, on select models, current competitive owners get an additional $750 bonus cash. See your South Florida Chevy.
Hit me with that Olympic medal count, J-Mac. Where we at? Jimbo, you know. Slow. How are things on your end, dude?
It always came back. You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Ha! You let them know, J-Mass. With your 4 measly medals. I bet they're not even golds. You spent 2 hours with a psychiatrist for the wrist? Oh, damn. How did that go?
Up by 2. Cleveland right now, number 3 in the East, 2 games behind Miami, and the Celtics with a smackdown on Philadelphia. Philadelphia, the number 14 in the East, 2.5 games behind the East. Cam is back in for Miami. Brunson from ahead of the set, knocks it down. David Brunson, 25 years old, an accomplished offensive player. He's having his best season after 16 points a game. He's already got 10. Now look what he's doing with Doncic.
How's your wrist, Jimbo?
Head of the snake there off the dribble, being able to attack and get to that mid-range pull-up. Vincent against Green.
Oh, you should have passed that. Dude, pass the ball, bro.
And get fouled by Josh Green. Gives you the respect for how hard it is to defend in this league. I mean, from a whole segment, Green was chasing.
Man, listen, James Harden is just a little bitch. Period.
Never panics, keeps his poise, comes off
That dude is a little bitch.
What happens when you're in that point guard position is
He will never win a championship.
in the offense. The first one, the second one, and then typically
Ooh, MVP. You know, I don't know about that one, man.
more often than not, you got to make the play under 5 seconds as a point guard.
Who's the worst teammate? Ben Simmons, James Harden, or Kyrie Irving? If you had to rank them out of those 3, who's the worst? I would say Ben Simmons number 1, Kyrie Irving number 2, James Harden number 3. But then again, you guys know I do not like Kyrie Irving. Never have, never will. That guy's a loser. Like a literal loser. When he was drafted by the Cavaliers and he had his own team, not once did they have a winning season. Not once. Not once. And he had the gall to complain. Oh, I was never the best player on a team. You know, I never had any teammates. Shut up. You were the franchise for the Cavaliers for years, and not once did you finish above 500, much less get to the playoffs. Went to Boston, made that team worse. went to the Nets, doesn't even play half the games. Like, it's just ridiculous. Dude, you're telling me those LeBron James teams, and he had help? Bro, what? Dude, Dwayne Wade would take bombs to the playoffs every single year. Every year, D Wade would take bums to the playoffs. You're telling me Kyrie couldn't do that? If he's so great, why couldn't he? He couldn't even finish above 500. Not once. Help or no help. If you're an MVP caliber player, you can do it by yourself. Dude, Allen Iverson took one of the worst teams ever to the NBA Finals. And Kyrie can't even finish above 500? Come on, man. Oh, yeah, the earth is flat, by the way, according to Kyrie. What a fucking jerk. MVP, I don't know, man. After we won that championship in 2006, man, there were some pretty crappy Heat teams. There were some really crappy Heat teams, my brother. Okay, so we're talking about Dikembe Mutombo, who was almost 50 years old when he went to the finals, going up against Shaq in his prime. Come on, dude. Come on. Dude, Aaron McKee was your small forward. Eric Snow was your point guard. Fucking Gagne was your power forward. Dikembe Mutombo was your center. Who was coming off that bench? Exactly. Bro, that is one of the worst teams ever to make the NBA Finals. All because AI just put the team on his back. And people love to compare Kyrie and AI all the time. And Kyrie not once finished above 500 with the Cavaliers. If he was that good, he could have at least managed that. And let's not forget the East is fucking garbage. Up until now, where the East is finally starting to get a little bit better, almost as equal as the West. Historically, the West has always been the stronger conference. And not once could you lead the Cavaliers to the playoffs? Come on. Listen, Kyrie is overrated. And I would rather have him than Ben Simmons. Dude, Jimbo, I understand it's a team sport, but you're missing the point here. If you're that good of a player, you can will your team to win, period. Dude, Kobe had some really shitty teams, and he still led his team to the playoffs. LeBron had some really shitty teams in Cleveland. He led his team to the playoffs.
tends to be much more one-player centric in Luka Doncic, and I think tonight's a great example. Jimmy Butler right now struggling. He's the Heat's leading scorer. He's 1 for 5. He's got 4 points, but so many other players scoring, providing that balance. Bam with 13. You got Kyle Lowry with 7. You got Yurtseven and Highsmith off the bench contributing, and Dallas, doesn't have that array of scoring threats that Miami has.
Butler, step back, got it. Oh, just as the shot clock was running out. 6 points for Butler. Miami with its biggest lead of the half, 51-42. Doncic, got it. Luka Doncic. This is Jimmy. Oh, bam! Look out below. Oh, he missed it. He missed a reverse jam. The ball was down and somehow popped back out. That was a stunning turn of events. And in the post, Kleba and Strus will square dance, and Strus will be whistled for his first foul. The Heat are over the limit.
Oh, he just held on a little too long, I think. That's what happened. The ball was all the way down.
And
it went off his shoulder. That should actually count. That should count. That ball went through. It went through the net. I wonder if we got to see if they'll review that here at a break. Oh, there it doesn't look as good. It's amazing the different angles and how they really change your perception there. That did not bode well, but when you're hanging on the rim there, the ball much more available to pop out.
On we go with just under 3 minutes left. First half, a 6-point Heat lead. Jimmy Butler against Spencer Dinwiddie. Into the corner, Tucker, his spot. Kaboom. First score tonight for the #1 3-point percentage shooter in the NBA. 71 triples for Tucker on 46%.
Third assist for Jimmy Butler. Off the dribble, finding Tucker in that left corner.
Doncic now 2 for 9. Lowry in the paint. Tucker on the keeper. It rolls in. Ball behaves from PJ. He's got 5 straight points. Miami has a 10-point lead. Biggest lead of the half for the Heat.
Nice spin move, too, going from his left back to his right hand where he can get to that comfort flip shot he has that he just has great touch with.
Green misses that 3. Rebound in traffic to Lowry, and he's immediately fouled. I believe that's Dorian Finney-Smith who picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Winning type plays. Jimmy Butler on the drive and kick. It's P.J. Tucker, the best percentage shooter beyond the arc in the association. That's just too comfortable for him. And the spin back move getting to the right hand with some love.
It's true. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with a Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Really? Even if my old phone looks like this?
Why?
It's okay, people. I've trained for this.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with the Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Nerds. Hey, we got to get you geared up, superfan.
Game on. Let's compare here to there. Compare credit cards to find one that earns you cash back on jerseys that fuel the fandom. Compare and find a financial advisor so you can spend less time watching your investments and more time investing in your team. Compare your way there. Find the smartest financial products for you on NerdWallet.
At Rooms to Go, President's Day starts. On great-looking bedrooms like this, just $10.88 or $19 a month. Or this. Choose dining room values like this. Or this. It's room after room, all at low sale prices with 60-month interest-free financing. That's right now during the Rooms to Go President's Day sale.
what they're doing with Luka Doncic. We all knew that was a key going into this game. What have you liked about the way they defended him?
Well, we have sold out. Someone else is going to beat us, not Luka. Almost every single time. Sometimes we double him on the catch. Sometimes we double him on the dribble. But almost every single time there's a second defender coming, he feels it. So he doesn't have this usual rhythm going. And it's the other guys that are going to have to beat us. Unless they start making so many shots, it's going to cause Spo to come out of that rotation.
Where you are with Ron coming your way. Heat Hats up presented by your South Florida Chevy Lewis with the Heat leading by 10. Enjoy the rest of the first half of there. Man job.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, Coach Rothstein. The wisdom of the Heat's first ever NBA head coach, Ron Rothstein. And of point guard John Crotty. Heat Nation is well covered. John, you talked about it earlier. Point guards becoming head coaches. Point guards usually the coach on the floor. It seems like a natural progression.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, and it always felt that way as a player because the coach is really the one calling you to the side and trying to get you to institute the offense and or call the defensive set. And I know just from an early age, that was just really part to me of what our role was as a point guard. I loved it. I loved being, somebody who could, get others involved and make the key pass and really the strategy of getting guys to the right spots where we could be the most effective as a team. These things just are going through your mind all the time while you're on the move out there playing, and then when you move into that coaching spot, it just comes naturally.
Kyle Lowry, 8 points, 4 assists for Miami. Heat with their biggest lead of the half at 57-46. Doncic is 2 for 10. Kleba, corner 3. Air ball right into the lap of Lowry. Mavericks are 8 of 21 from 3. Butler slaloming in. Hey, it looked like the Winter Olympics. Jimmy Butler on the putback score. He's got 8 points, and the Heat have pushed their lead to 13.
Yeah, Jimmy really picking up his offense. Great right-hand attack to get to the basket, and then the quick persistence putback.
Minute 2 to play in the second period. Doncic against Strus. Butler shading over to help. They have built a wall between Doncic and the basket in this first half. This is as good a defense as you're going to find. Eric Spoelstra may have cost himself some sleep this week. Said he watched both Clipper games against Dallas when the Mavericks got 45 and 51 points from Doncic. That'll keep a coach awake at night.
And the Heat really focused again on trying to take away Doncic's good looks. Jimmy Butler and Max Strus. He'd even triple teaming on that play, but Max Strus going to pick up the personal foul. It's hard. You can't take a break on a guy like Doncic. He can rip off 8-10 points so quickly. Even at the half here, Miami's got to try to make things tough for him and prevent him from getting in a rhythm.
It's a very shrewd move by Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra. It takes Bam and Tucker out. They each have 2 fouls. They don't want to risk getting either one a third foul in the final minute of the first half. Doncic with both free throws. Miami ahead by 11. Doncic with 10 points despite 2 for 9 shooting. Butler ducks in. Good defense by Cleveland. 10 on the shot clock. The cutter is Highsmith.